हरे कृष्ण माताजी, दंडवत
कृष्ण माताजी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण,
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, दंडवत
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण। We can start.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, हरे कृष्ण, दंडवत प्रणाम।
प्रणाम
हरे कृष्ण माताजी,
प्रणाम। We can start with the opening prayers.
माताजी may I
Yeah,
माताजी।
please do it, Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपादकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितां च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा। दंड प्रणाम जी। थैंक यू सो मच। दंड प्रणाम टू ऑल द डिवोटीज।
Hare Krishna. So we will see this verse today. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kaushalam. This is second chapter, 50th verse. Please recite the verse, whoever wishes to.
माताजी।
Yeah.
युक्तो जहादीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्। थैंक यू माताजी।
I will read माताजी।
हरे कृष्णा।
Yeah, Uma Mataji has raised. Yeah. Okay. Sabita Mataji, you finish. Then Uma Mataji can read. Yeah. Sushma Mataji, you read. After that, Uma Mataji will read.
Okay, thank you. हरे कृष्ण। बुद्धि युक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योग कर्मसु कौशलम्।
Yes.
हरे कृष्णा।
Uma Mataji read.
बुद्धियुक्तो जहादीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्। हरे कृष्णा।
Kaushalam. Yeah. Lakshmi Mataji, and after that, Pradeep Prabhu can read. Yeah.
हरे कृष्ण। बुद्धि युक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योग कर्मसु कौशलम्। हरे कृष्ण माताजी। थैंक यू।
हरे कृष्ण।
Yes.
बुद्धि युक्तो जगादीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योग कर्मसु कौशलम्। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna.
माताजी।
Yeah, read Mataji.
बुद्धि युक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्। हरे कृष्ण। थैंक यू माताजी।
Hare Krishna. Yeah, read Prabhu.
बुद्धि युक्ते
Prabhu, you can repeat. Buddhi yukto jahatiha. Vishwanathan Prabhu, your mic is off. Okay, I think he's not switching on the mic. Okay. Yeah, Prabhu. Buddhi yukto jahatiha. I think again Prabhu switched it off. Yeah, read Prabhu.
बुद्धियुक्तो
Jahatiha.
जहातीह उभे
Ubhe sukrita dishkrite.
कृत
Sukrita dushkrite.
सुकृत दुष्कृति
Yeah. Tasmad yogaya yujyasva.
तस्मा योगाय
Yujyasva.
युज्यस्व
Yoga karmasu kaushalam.
योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
Yes. We will see the word to word. Buddhi yuktaha, one who is engaged in devotional service. Jahati, can get rid of. Iha, in this life. Ubhe, both. Sukrita dushkrite, good and bad results. Tasmat, therefore. Yogaya, for the sake of devotional service. Yujyasva, be so engaged. Yogaha, Krishna consciousness. Karmasu, in all activities. Kaushalam, art. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. A man engaged in devotional service rids himself of both good and bad reactions even in this life. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of all work. So yesterday, Shilpa Mataji had asked me, the good activities, the punya karmas, the pious activities give us punya. And then we have to get rid of them also. So Prabhupada here says, when one engages in devotional service, he will rid himself of both the good and bad reactions of this life. So here, Prabhupada has translated Buddhi Yuktaha as one who is engaged in devotional service. Actual Buddhi, or using of your intelligence, perfection of our intelligence is engaging in devotional service of the Lord. So Buddhi Yoga means using your intelligence. And here, when we try to analyze this verse, Buddhi Yukto Jahatiha, that means Jahati means you will get rid of all the good and bad results. Sukritas and Dushkriti, both have to go away. See, even if we have Punya Karma, we had discussed earlier also, because of that Punya, to enjoy that karmic reaction of Punya, you have to take a birth. So punya will also bind you to this material world. So one has to get rid of all the actions, good and bad, and come to the platform of pure goodness. Then he will be eligible for liberation. Now, the next line is important and we will try to understand this. Tasmat yogaya yujyasva. Tasmat means therefore yogaya, for the sake of devotional service. So yoga means we know linking ourselves with the Lord. So yujyasva, be engaged. So for linking ourselves with the Lord, which is yoga, and in this case Prabhupada says bhakti yoga, you be engaged. And how? Yoga karmasu kaushalam. So, being in yoga, that is constantly, consistently, uninterruptedly linking ourselves with the Lord, in all the activities we do, is kaushalam, is an art. The usual definition of yoga, we know. It has got this asanas and pranayama and so many other things, But that is the external aspect of yoga. What is the internal aspect of yoga? Linking our to the supreme consciousness. But internal, linking the conscious. Conscious, our conscious, is it static? Is it stagnant, or is it dynamic? Is it changing? It's a question. How is our consciousness?
Changing, Mataji.
Changing. Why it is changing? Why is our consciousness always changing?
Because our mind is changing. Because of modes of nature, Mataji.
Modes of nature, correct. Mind is always oscillating. Modes are affecting us. We are under the influence of modes. Then we the humans, even all the jivas, have got emotions, feelings. And emotions and feelings are not static. They are dynamic. They are always changing, moving, intensifying, reducing. All these keeps happening. And mind, of course, is always restless. So Krishna is saying, therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of all work. So what is the real art? We say, we also have discussed earlier about art of living. What does art of living mean? Can anybody just define what is art of living? I'm not talking about the kind of movement by Sri Ravi Shankar. I'm just saying, what is the art of living?
Discipline is all the activities.
One at a time, Mataji, yes?
Discipline in all the activities.
Discipline in all the activities. Next, who else wants to share something?
Way of living.
How to live in the world.
How to live in the world. Very simple and straight definition. Yes, next.
To regulate our life, Mataji.
Disciplined activity.
Disciplined activity, then.
Living in this material world, if it is connected with material, living in this material world happily and healthy.
Dharmic living. Dharmic living.
Method of living.
Method of living, dharmic living. Yes. So, but what is the essence of the art of living? What Krishna is saying? He says, Buddhi Yoga. By Buddhi, you engage yourself in activities in such a way that you will be linked to the Lord. And how that will happen? You have the Buddhi, you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the intelligence. So use your power of discrimination. And what is the power of discrimination? Not to see in the material world, we all use our intelligence, our knowledge. This is right, that is wrong, this is the right course of action. This moment we can do this we cannot do. But he says, you have to use your intelligence to always keep discriminating between matter and spirit. Anything that is happening around us, we have to see it from spiritual perspective. We have to see and understand it from what is temporary, what is eternal. So we have to see beyond this material world. And seeing that, we have to maintain our connection with the Supreme Consciousness. So that is an art. Do we all accept? It is an art to be in this material world and then to go on linking ourselves to the Lord in the conscious level. Isn't it a great art we have to learn?
Yes,
Very much, Mataji.
Yes.
We have to get rid of from the emotions first. No?
With so much distractions, we have to dedicate ourselves.
Emotions are taking place more.
Yes. So we have to know how to regulate our emotions. We have to know how to control our mind. So it starts at a very deeper level. See, our mind, our ego, our intelligence, they are all part of our consciousness. But deep inside, why our mind is functioning like this? Why our intelligence is getting distracted? Why we are coming under the influence of this false ego? We have to address that issue. And for that, always you have to use this wisdom and knowledge. What is temporary? What is eternal? What is matter? What is spirit? So if you go on thinking in those lines, you will be able to act properly. And once you act in such consciousness, there is no chance of you getting entangled. And once you don't get entangled, you will remain equipoised. You will remain undisturbed by what is happening. And in such a consciousness, being in this material world also, you will be at peace. You will always be in connection with the Supreme Consciousness. So that is the skill which Krishna is telling, that is the art which Krishna is telling Arjun to perfect. Rather, he is telling, you strive for yoga. You strive for this kind of yoga, which is the art of all work. So then, just now we have discussed this. So how do we implement in our day-to-day life? We know, we have been discussing it, be undisturbed, be unaffected, do your duty to the perfect, how much ever perfectly you can do. And then we leave the results to Krishna. We only do it as a service to Krishna. At least we have to start thinking in this line.
Mataji, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Feeling happiness is a kind of emotion or what?
Yeah, it's an emotion, Mataji. Happiness is an emotion.
Emotion. But
Yes.
Happiness, when we are very happy, that our mind will be very pure and sometimes not so very much. And just telling, the mind will be very pure and there won't be any negative thoughts.
Yeah.
All things there, no? Will
Yes.
that be possible to maintain that? No?
Mataji, for that only you have to steady your mind, through practice.
No, that is one of the thing we can hold, no? That emotion.
Mataji, you can experience. See, if you are not able to remain steady, you can experience whatever emotions are coming or arising, but you don't hang on to those emotions. You experience at that moment and leave it.
That is the thing, and that's what
That is what you have to do. That is what you have to do. You're feeling sad, own the feeling, feel it completely, then leave it. Then leave it.
Oh. Okay.
Even sorrow. Supposing you are experiencing some sorrow or distress, you need not kind of neglect it or ignore it. When it is affecting you, involve in it, experience it fully, and then leave it, outgrow it, and come out of it. Don't hang on it.
It will help to overcome duality, madam.
Yes, Prabhu. See, suddenly things will not stop affecting us because all these years, I will not say years, so many janmas we have been of this nature. To suddenly do things which are unnatural is difficult. So for that, some kind of practice is required. So what you have to do is, you have to just see whatever is happening to you, whatever emotion is coming, you feel it, but you use your knowledge and intelligence also. Okay, I'm feeling this happiness today. Yeah, maybe I have done something good, I have got a good result. Enjoy that moment, leave it. Same thing is sorrow. You have faced something, experience that sorrow. Yes, this is maybe because of my some action. And okay, now I have felt the grief. Leave it. Feel it and leave it. Go ahead. Don't cling on. See, the most of our problems in this world is that we overthink or we cling on to the emotions. We will remember 20 years back, somebody had told me this thing. And we say our memory is becoming weak. But 30 years back, somebody would have told something to you or something, harsh to you, you will remember that. Because we are holding on to it. So the problem is that it's not that you will not experience emotions, but you have to feel them and deal with them.
It gets worse before it gets better.
Yes, Mataji, Bharti Mataji.
This is because to get.
Lalita Mataji, your mic is on. Please switch it off. Lalita Mataji. Yeah. Now, Bharti Mataji,
I was saying, Mataji, that sometimes when you try, it gets worse before it gets better. So you just need to persevere. It's hard.
So sometimes you think that it may get worse by.
It gets worse. Like it's a test. You start overthinking.
Yeah.
You got to bring your mind back and say, "It's Krishna's will," and come back.
That's it. So Mataji, it's like, when the mind sometimes gets into that mode of overthinking, it cannot stop because it's kind of, it's like, you started scooter or a car and without a driver, you have just left it, but the machine is running. So it will go on doing that. So then consciously you have to stop saying that, okay, now enough. I have thought about this for so much. Now just break that pattern. Stop it. Sometimes you can control, sometimes you cannot control. So at that time, the best thing is when it's not working, you simply engage it in a different way. Though you may not like, maybe you just take and chant, or maybe you just start hearing some bhajans, or you just go out to a temple. So temporarily, for some time, you will kind of, the mind, though it will still be working on it, gradually it will come out of that Mataji. So you have to distract the mind. Mind in itself is nothing, Mataji. It'll be whatever we, the jivas, the soul tells, because we, the souls, are more powerful than this subtle body and the gross body. But we have become slaves to our gross and subtle bodies. We, the jivas, our soul is much superior to them. So mind will listen, provided we give it the right commands. Otherwise, mind will distract us. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yeah. Mataji, sometimes we learn now, so we are temporary and understand the difference between matter and soul. Everything is fine, Mataji. But sometimes what happens now, Mataji, when we miss the close ones, right? Example, our parents or anyone, right? That time it is very difficult. Yeah, we're going through the emotions. But to become steady in bhakti, right? Something, so now you answered, hearing, association, temple, that will help Mataji, right?
Yes. You have to somehow distract the mind from where it is pulling you. And for that, the biggest thing is Harinam. And if you can just listen to it. So, supposing you don't even feel like chanting, just listen to it. Just listen to it.
Mataji?
Yes.
Emotions come and go on and off since we are attached to something else always. Sometimes we control our mind, sometimes again it comes. So that is because of the attachment we have with something or somebody or in our life.
Yes.
So that takes more time, and though we are devoted to the Lord, it takes so much of janmas to come out of that.
But if you see, it's all hard work. It's a sincere hard work. So see, the attachment is something, very, very nice line I had read, that when you're doing nothing, when your mind is just silent, you observe where your mind is going again and again. That is your attachment.
Yes.
So if you're saying, to the people or to any incident or to anything, that means somewhere you are attached there. So you try to work on those areas, Mataji.
Okay.
And it's like, sincere hard work, and of course, mercy of Krishna will be there. Nama is Chintamani. Harinam is Chintamani. Just take shelter of Nam Prabhu. Though that day your mind may be completely agitated, in that anger also, Hare Krishna, you keep saying, after a time, the mind will be automatically subdued, Mataji.
Okay.
So it takes time. Yes. Hari Prasad Prabhu, was your question answered?
Yes, Mataji. It's clear, Mataji. So we can listen the Harinam in that situation, and you're not able to chant also, we can listen, you said. That is very helpful, Mataji. That is helpful. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. So then Prabhupada in the purport concludes, once ignorance can be removed by the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, we know this is the theoretical knowledge. Gita is giving us the theoretical knowledge. Your ignorance will go, you will have the knowledge, and it will teach us how to surrender to the Lord in all respects. And then we know, by using our intelligence, surrendering to Krishna, doing the activities in such a way that we are always aligned and, in the conscious of Krishna, we will be freed of all our karmic reactions. That is good and bad. And then the net result is that you are free from this birth and death cycle. And that's why Prabhupada writes, Arjuna is therefore advised to act in Krishna consciousness, the purifying process of resultant action. Krishna conscious activities, the spiritual activities like Harinam Sankirtan, chanting the holy name, reading the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, being in the association of devotees, honoring prasadam, serving the deities, serving the Vaishnavas, they are all the processes for purifying our consciousness. And Harinam is, as I said, a Chintamani, touchstone. It can give you anything. And the topmost thing the Harinam gives is Krishna Prema. pure love for Lord. And that should be our aim. Harinam can give you anything. Even material desires can be fulfilled. Even if you want, if one desires to go and merge with the Brahman, that is also fulfilled. Like yogis, if they want to just go and realize the Paramatma, that will also be fulfilled. But ultimately, Harinam can take you to the platform where you will develop pure love for Krishna and be an associate of Krishna, or be in the service of Krishna as Krishna desires. Because pure devotees don't even ask the Lord that we want to come to you, we will come and stay in your loka. They say, whatever your will is, we just want to serve you. If you ask us to be in this material world, we will be here and serve you. They will not ask, I will come to Goloka, I will come to Vaikuntha. In whichever condition you keep us, in whichever seva you want us to do, we will do it. That is the conscience of a pure devotee. And that is the aim of bhakti, to become pure devotees. At this moment, Krishna is speaking about using your intelligence, using the yoga, skillfully using this practice of Krishna consciousness to always link ourselves to Krishna. But later, when he comes to the 12th chapter, he will speak about Kevala Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti, what is pure devotion. Yes. Anybody has any doubts in these verses?
Yes, Mataji, everything depends on Krishna's mercy. And we have to tread in the right path. Chanting the Maha Mantra, isn't it, Mataji?
Mataji, our endeavor, our desire also has to be there.
Oh, that only I'm saying, Mataji, this thing should be, goal should be, the focus should be there only on Krishna, and the rest is to be left to the mercy of Krishna.
Yes. And you should sincerely endeavor. In fact, sincere endeavor, Binay, you have to cry. Acharyas have said, you have to cry. In the sense, see, sometimes we have a material desire and we are crying, Lord, I want this, I want this. We have the desperateness. I want this, I want this. This is the same desperateness. This is the same eagerness. This is the same greediness we have to have even for Krishna Seva, Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Prema. Otherwise, you don't get it.
Mataji, sometimes when you chant in the morning during the Brahma Muhurta time, you don't know why the tears are rolling down your eyes. Yes. You don't even know, Mataji. Is it? Is it the cry from the inner, the soul is crying, or is it something the senses are making us do, Mataji? What is it exactly?
Mataji, that only you can judge. What is making you cry? Is it, some kind of some pain you're feeling, or some sorrow you're feeling, or just taking Krishna's name you're feeling like crying? You only can judge, Mataji.
Is it a good sign, Mataji?
Yeah, it's a good sign. See, because ultimately in bhakti, there is this ecstatic symptoms when one develops, and one of them is tearing. Shedding tears while taking the name of the Lord. Even in Shikshastakam, Mahaprabhu speaks about that. When will I shed tears taking your name, Krishna? That is also a symptom. So, but you can only assess why those tears are coming from your eyes. That others cannot tell, because for some people it may look like pretension. Oh, why is she crying? She's just chanting the mantra, so what is there? But what are the emotions you are feeling? Only you can know, Mataji.
Because in the morning time it is very calm. You don't have any distractions or anything.
Yes, it's possible that you are sincerely crying for Krishna. It is possible, Mataji.
Okay. Just to focus on Krishna's lotus feet.
Yes, you can do it. But the chanting, the first thing is, they say, just try to hear the names of the Lord. Yeah. Don't try to meditate artificially on anything. Try to hear the name of the Lord.
That is, when you chant, the mantra should be heard from you.
Yes. Focus on the mantra, the pronunciation, and hearing. Shravanam and Kirtanam. Do that.
Okay. Very good.
Then automatically, everything else will fall in place. So in Nectar of Instruction, Rupa Goswami Pad speaks about Laulyam and Lalasamayi. Laulyam means greediness. Lalasamayi means eagerness. So unless and until one develops this eagerness and greediness for Krishna, you will not get it. It's not just a sincere endeavor. You should have that as the most important thing which I want, and I'm crying for it. Even liberation will not be awarded easily. One has to cry for it.
Just like Kunti Maharani's prayer, she says that I want to be again and again, take birth and serve you only, and I should have lots of problems so that you come and help me. That
She says, no. What she says is, Vipadatu Santa. That means let all the calamities happen again and again so that we will always remember and see you.
Very true.
See, when everything is favorable, there's a tendency or very easy to forget the Lord. But whenever there is a difficulty, the first thing that comes is Lord. So she says, this calamities, if they are there around us, we will always remember you. You will always be with us. It's not that practically Krishna is always present. It is that when they are taking the Lord's name, they are remembering him, the Lord is present there with them.
There is no difference between Lord's name
or his form or his pastimes or his, anything. There is no difference between Krishna and his name or anything else. There is no difference between Krishna and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is considered the literary incarnation of the Lord. So if you are touching Gita, you are touching Krishna. If you are reading Gita, you are listening to Gita, Krishna is instructing you. It's not that, for Arjun, Krishna was present. For us, who is there? Krishna is there with us also. And even otherwise, Paramatma in the heart, he is Krishna. He is sitting right next to us. We don't have to seek anywhere else.
At times,
You can always speak to whatever the emotions.
Yes. Even if you don't say also, he's sitting right next to you in the heart. He knows what you're undergoing.
Everything.
Yes. If you still want to tell, he is the most compassionate. He will sit and listen to you.
Yes. I used to do many times, Mataji.
Yes.
I will speak to Lord.
Yes. Speaking to Lord is also a prayer to the Lord.
Especially sorrow, when the sorrow comes, definitely what kind of relief will come.
Yes.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. Anybody has any doubts or any points to add? Otherwise, we can conclude.
Yeah, we need deep yearning for God.
Yes.
And faith and so you have to have patience.
Yes.
Patience, Shraddha, and deep yearning. Sometimes it's hard because when I'm speaking for myself, when you meditate and you're thinking you're going deep in it, some thought comes and disturbs it.
Yes. Same thing, no? Rupa Goswami has mentioned in Nectar of Instruction, Utsahad Nishchayat Dhairyat. Enthusiasm, Nishchayat, determination, and Dhairyat, patience. You need all this to pursue your devotional practice. So you have to be patient. Sometimes the mind will not allow. Sometimes circumstances will not allow. But you have to be patient, determined, enthusiastic. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai.
Vancha kalpatarobhya kripa
पत्तानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
Ananta Koti
वैष्णववृंद की जय
All glories to the assembled. All the glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Pranam. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Pranam.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी प्रणाम
Pranam, Prabhu. Pranam, Mataji. Hare Krishna.